Well, welcome back, everybody, and I'm really excited to introduce you to Charles D'Angelo. He is the author of this wonderful book I have in front of me called Guru. And what I get out of this, Charles, is I'm the guru, and it's inside of me to come out and get myself all put together into a package. Am I right?
You've got it. You've got it. My book is for people who, listen, if you're a person whose your life is going magically, your health is great, your financial health is in order, your relationships are stellar, then you definitely don't need Inner Guru. But if any of those things aren't in alignment, then my book is for you. It can help you really break through the patterns that keep so many of us stuck in a place we really hate to be. And I know I was once 360 pounds as a teenager.
I can't believe
and with
it.
Alabama ranking, with Alabama ranking up there, I'm in Missouri, as one of the most obese states, we know that this is really a challenge that we need to give attention to.
Now, where are you from, Missouri?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Wait, where do you think Alabama rates?
I think it's #1, if I remember.
Right. Okay, and we don't have to be.
But so many of us let our story, let our history, let our list of reasons we blame our situation stop us from doing the things we can to create the life we deserve. So in my book, Inner Guru, I walk you through how to really create a compelling vision for your future that's so exciting, it works like a magnet to pull you toward it, because it's very difficult to push yourself toward anything. So what you want to do is begin to think about, where do I really want to be 3, 6, 9, 12 months from now? And I found that the same disciplines that I teach in weight loss have direct applicability to taking
Lost incredible amount of weight, over a period of time. It doesn't happen overnight. And I think that's people like instant gratification. Am I right, Charles? And they go, oh, I'm going to go on a diet and I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 days. Well, that's not going to happen.
What I'm interested in is creating lasting and sustainable change.
Right.
Change is a facet of our life that we're never, ever going to be able to be without. Look at any major shift in our political system. Go back to '92 with President Clinton. The message was change. When President Obama came in, the message was change. Change is something that we're going to always deal with. What I want people to do is really take charge of the changes in their own personal life and recognize so little of how your life turns out has to do with everything outside of you. When you start to take control of your choices, when you start to really look at your belief system, when you really start to reconsider your philosophy, and you put yourself around people that have the very quality of life that you want, you too can begin to move towards all those goals that you have. But you have to start by setting some goals for yourself.
Right.
You have to ask yourself, where do I want to be and why do I want to be there? When you have a strong enough why, the way becomes easy. And to your point, people want the product, but sometimes they're not willing to go through the process. So the discipline that you have to invest daily is really the price to get into where you want to be.
Yeah, and don't set yourself up for failure. I think that's kind of a key too. When people go, I want to change this. I want to change myself. I may have gained too much weight. I want to progress. I want to run. I want to exercise. But don't say, oh, I'm going to do it every day, because you're not.
You've got to break this down into, for no pun intended, digestible pieces.
Right.
When you overload yourself by wanting too much too soon, you can have it all, but you can't have it all at the same time.
Correct.
So what I start people with is really taking charge of their health. Because without energy, without feeling good, it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. It doesn't matter who you're married to. What you have to do is take charge of that core. Get your energy up to par so you can tackle whatever challenges come your way and really start to, again, create the type of life you deserve. And once you begin that process, you'll find it'll generalize over into other areas. I found now in almost 15 years of coaching people in radical transformations. We have a guy in the book, Troy, who couldn't even make it across a room. He was almost 500 pounds.
Yes.
He lost nearly 300 pounds,
Right.
and now you see in the book a picture of them out in the mountains cycling. That
Right.
can be your reality too if you'll look towards what you want and not what you fear.
But see, what you said there, you know, and I read your book, and there's a picture, and you know, you don't say this, but it's a woman holding a piece of cake or an apple, and what do you want? And I go, I wanted both. Okay, I want both of them. I have to choose, but I think I'll pick the apple now, and maybe after I get going and get an accomplishment, I can have a little bit of cake.
What you want to really do, Susie, is you want to learn how to detangle and unravel the emotional connection you have to the things that are robbing you of your future. For some of us, like the former me, it's food. We use food to change our emotional state. When you recognize that you're using something outside of your own mental capacities to change how you feel and it's robbing you of your future, it's not that it's ineffective, it's just it's not helpful. Eating that piece of cake might make you feel good for a few moments, but then you're flooded with guilt, remorse, regret, shame, all those negative emotions. It's far more fulfilling to think about what can I do now to get the feeling I'm looking for that's going to be an investment in my future rather than a withdrawal.
Well, everybody, the book is called
Just
Inner
how to do
Guru
that.
by Charles D'Angelo, and you can get it everywhere at the big box bookstores or on Amazon.com. Thank you, Charles. Bye-bye.
Susie, thank you for having me.
Everybody, he's a motivational speaker. Boy, he gets you just all riled up, and then that's great. And I think sometimes we need somebody to rile us up and get us off our butts to go do something. Okay, so then again, you can get the book everywhere, and our interview was brought to us by his book by Charles. We'll be right back.